Yeah, as told by series by Yeti, Season 3 is so special to follow, which includes J.Robinson, who's in motion right now. Down carve, hitting the lip well, representing WA and Margaret River, and has been a title threat for a number of years now. Looking for a big Bells trophy to add to his accomplishments early in the event here in round of 32, as he's going to be battling with J.Bunch. Robbo finding a little float over a big rock there.
His timing, I think, was everything. Let's break down Jack's wave. Personally, I mean, it's just great timing from the beginning. This second turn here, this carving maneuver, or sorry, the third one, it must be this one, I just absolutely loved. It reminds me of Jake Marshall, that really extended long carving maneuver, which I think the judges are absolutely loving today. They've always loved it out here at the bowl. I think, you know, just the size of the wave potentially is only the thing that might keep that score from going a bit higher. Obviously the finish not as dramatic, but that single moment right there for me, that's where a majority of these points are going to be coming from, I think.
Really does. You really think about the relationship that surfers have with the ocean when you watch Jack compete. Here's the rookie from Maui, J.Bunch. Speed, bottom turn, what a great start on the back end. Nice rip there in the pocket. Throws that wrap back into the power sources again, but just a brilliant opening turn to put him in motion. Manages his speed so well. And he could go upside down on a moment's notice. Guy's frame, putting it straight up on the end section. What a great answer to J.Robinson.
Let's have a look. So drives around this section, just perfect placement. And it sets him up for this next section where he just goes into more of a carving maneuver, which I like on the backhand because it shows variety. Gets another turn kind of similar, but then brings it through to the inside. This wave had a bit more height to it when he brought it through the inside compared to Jack's. He still gets the finish.
Jack does want it. Fades into the section to take off, and how about that first turn? Drills it. So much speed on that big arc. Driving into that lip section well. Jack Robbo climbing into the flats. On fire to start with a series of big turns right on the bowl. And now showing off his patience. Looking to light up something on the inside, and he gets stuck on the last part of the wave. Stick with the same little kid caddy throughout the event as we look at Jackson on this solid one.
So this is a solid wave. I wonder, there's a moment on this wave where something's happened with this board. Could have even happened on the wave previous, but skips out onto the face here. And yeah, right there, he already knows. So it could have even happened on the wave previous. I mean, he still managed to get a finishing turn there, and it wasn't bad. Let's have a look. Absolutely belts this last section, but obviously they're so in tune, you know, they know every single, if that board's off, they're going to know straight away as soon as they stand up. So yeah, making that switch. And
wave still pumping here at Bells. Glassy after a big rain squall. The rain's gone, and it's just been raining with big power turns on the bowl. Nice clean bottom turn and a wrap for the Australian. J.Robinson digging in, lays a bit more into the open face, getting really loose on that carve. Just playing with the bowl a bit on that second effort. He's got that real easy, comfortable style. Springing into a nice snap. Finding a nice section to finish up in. Wow, his last wave was a 7.5. Where are we going with that one?
It's 5.75. Jack takes off on this. And just confidence, right? Big first turn. Really wraps it back. Comes around this section and just lays back into it. That's the moment. So loose. And sort of regains control. Comes back around the section. But he looks like he's toying with it to me. It's just like, I'm having a good old play here. And I also believe that if Jack needs to, he's going to click up into a couple more gears. I think it's just he's looking comfortable, Joe.
That second turn, It was really different, wasn't it?
It was really groovy, baby.
That's right. I mean, the way he dropped that shoulder, he had the release, but the way he recovered,
it was cat-like.
It still felt good.
It did, and it was really cat-like. You know, for someone who's going to react in a moment like that, where he's like, uh-oh, Finn's disengaging, let's use my power of my body to keep myself up here, my core, let's activate it. That's doing a lot less thinking and just reacting in that moment, which is really cool. It's just those cat-like reflexes, which has been spoke about for years, like with Jack. You know, he's just got this sort of different connection.
On my next break, right into action. How about that? Blasting it in the pocket is J.Bunch. Nice controlled transition. How about that snap? Nice flow and pace for the rookie. Uh-oh, J.Robinson's getting started behind him. He'll connect with a big forehand snap. Driving into the pocket. J.Bunch through the whitewater. Jack coming off the top again. And nice little inside slap there for J.Bunch.
I loved it. I thought this was probably the best wave Jackson surfed so far. I mean, really critical, well-timed turns here. That was so vertical and just beautifully powering through that third section. Just nice and timed, paced approach, brings it through the inside, and he gets the finish. So I think, I mean, he's searching for a giant score here if he's going to come up and take the lead off Jack. He needs a 9.26, so it's got to be better than, you know, you start thinking about Jack's 7.93. Is it better than that?
What'd you see here, Flick?
I saw Jack kind of tactical move, just taking off straight out behind Jackson, knowing he had the first wave. Let's maybe give the judges something to think about behind him. I think it was well surfed. There was a couple of little, that was a funky moment again, but he just sort of regained. I think he's just giving them something else to think about behind Jackson. Is it going to improve on his situation? He's looking to improve on a 7.5, we'll see, but
avoid the elimination round, and he's just in an absolute battle to try to catch this wave. Getting in so late. Big effort to try to find some scoring potential underneath J.Robinson's watch. Ramo's on the next one. Checks out the Apple Watch. Is like, you know what? I don't need it. I'll hold priority and shut it down. Great showing from the rookie, but it is Jack moving on to the round of 16, where he will have a matchup with Felipe Toledo. A monstrous heat early in the piece before finals day.